Hey guys, Miss Harper here. Happy Monday. I know y'all are already off to a great start with the sub. You're being super kind and super respectful. And he's like, wow, Miss Harper's kids are the best. All right, so don't embarrass me. Today we're going to be introducing a new topic. It's called segment addition. It's very easy. This is one of the first things you're going to be covering in geometry next year. So we're going to give you a little preview of what that looks like. Now, just a heads up, your grade today will come from both your notes and the practice assignment on the back. So I will be grading the front and the back. So you need to make sure you have everything that I'm writing down and all your work shown as well. All right. So again, I showed you guys a little bit of this last time, but here's just a light preview of what we're doing. So if I said that this whole thing was the length of 10, all right, so I said this whole thing is 10. Now I break it up and I say that this part is 4, and I say this part is x. All right, so what would be the length of x? Well, hopefully you're saying 6 in your head. All right, so we know again that the whole thing is 10. We know part of it's 4, so the other part has to be 6. All right, we can set this up in an algebraic expression. 4 plus x equals 10. And then I could subtract 4 from both sides, and I'm left with x equals 6. All right, so we're going to be doing that just a little, it's going to look a little different, but same concept, okay? So we're always going to do piece plus piece equals the whole. So let's go down and look at number 1. So same thing, all right? We're saying that this piece plus this piece is going to be equal to the whole that it gives us. Now these are just going to be set up in an equation format, and they're super easy. So I'm going to say this piece, which is x minus 7, plus this piece, which is a positive 9, is equal to the whole 2x minus 10. And then from here, we just do our usual combine like terms and then solve for x. So negative 7 and positive 9 is 2, so I have x plus 2 equals 2x minus 10. And now remember, you want to get your x's to the same side, your numbers on the other. It doesn't matter which side you choose. I try to move my variables to a side that keeps them positive. Therefore, I'm going to subtract these over here to the right. Those are gone. And you also know I like to do these in the same step. You're welcome to do these in 2 separate steps if you want. But I'm going to add these 10 over to the left side and move them over there with the other numbers I had. So now 2 plus 10 is 12. 2x minus 1x is x. So I'm left with x equals 12 for my final answer. All right, now here's a way to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let's say I plugged in 12 for x, so I plugged in a 12 here. So 12 minus 7 is 5, plus this other 9 that I had. And then if I plugged in a 12 down here, so I had 2 times 12 minus 10. Well, that's 24 minus 10, which is equal to 14. Also up here, 5 plus 9 is equal to 14. So do you see how those two things are equal to each other? So that's one way to check your answer to see if you are doing the right things. All right, couple things I'm going to be looking for is that you're boxing your final answer and you're not just putting 12. You're putting x equals 12. Whenever you get into geometry, it's very important that you're labeling things the correct way. So again, it's x equals 12, not just 12. And make sure you put a box around it. Let's look at number 2. Again, piece plus piece equals the whole. So I have x plus 22 plus x plus 20 equals the whole, which is represented with a 20. Again, we combine like terms. I have an x here, x there. That's 2x. And then 22 plus 20 is 44. And then I just subtract the 44. I have 2x equals negative, not that. All right, so when I do 20 minus 44, I end up with negative 22. And then I divide both sides by 2. And we get x equals negative 11. All right, now again, if you plugged this in for x, you could see whenever you did that, it would end up equaling 20. Hey! Okay. Sorry for that interruption. I'm trying to make y'all's note video, and I'm so popular that all the kids are trying to come by and say hi to me right now. All right, number 3 and 4 are going to be the last ones I cover with y'all. So again, piece plus piece equals the whole. So I have 2x plus 24 plus 12 equals x plus 25. Combine like terms. I have 2x. These combine to 36 equals x plus 25. Now I'm going to subtract these over to the left, subtract these over to the right. Those are gone, those are gone. I'm left with x equals negative 11 again. All right, and then number 4. So piece plus piece equals the whole. So I have 10 plus x plus 1 equals 2x plus 4. So I have 11 plus x equals 2x plus 4. Subtract x. And then I'm going to subtract this 4 over. Again, you're welcome to do those in 2 separate steps if that confuses you. 11 minus 4 is 7. So my final answer here is x equals 7. All right, actually I lied. No, I'm going to do it right here. So let's say the question, for some reason, number 4, it changed it and it said to find the length. So it said to find DE. All right, so that means it's wanting us to find the actual length between here and here. So you can say x plus 1, but that's not an actual distance, right? So in order to find the length of DE, we first have to solve for x, which we now know is 7. And then I can plug it back in for x to find the actual length. So what is the actual length of DE? Well, it's going to be, our length is x plus 1. I replace my x with what we now know. 7 plus 1 is 8. So my final answer here would be DE equals 8. All right, so you'll see these on the back side on your practice ones. Again, I am going to be looking for final answers like this or like this, depending on what the questions ask. The first half on the back asks for the x value. The second half is going to ask for a specific length. All right, now what if it said to find CD? Well, we know that DE, this part was equal to 8. This part is equal, did I say that right? CD? Oh, I didn't mean to say CD. Let me change that. If I said to find the length of CE, so that's the whole thing right there. So that's from here all the way to here. So we know that this part is 8. We know that this part is 10. So the whole length from C to E would equal, so CE would equal 18. And that would be your final answer for that one. All right, so again, pay attention to which parts it's specifically asking for. I'm looking for boxed final answers that look like this. All right, now here's where I want you to pause your note video, and I want you to practice numbers 5 through 10. All right, so I'm going to be looking for your work, looking for your final boxed answers. So pause the note video. I'm going to just put the answers up on here, so whenever you unpause the video, you can see if you're getting the correct answers. So actually pause the video and come back and check once you're done practicing 5 through 10. All right, so if you're coming back on, that means you worked through numbers 5 through 10. Again, I am going to be looking for that specific work, so make sure that you showed your work and you got these same answers as me. If you did not get these answers, you need to go back and check yourself because you made a mistake somewhere along the way. All right, I just want to throw this out here one more time. Let's say on number 7 here, it says to find the length of DE. So it says find DE. All right, so now that you know that x equals 2, we're going to plug in that 2 here. So DE is going to be 5 times 2 plus 1. So 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. So DE equals 11. All right, so again, you'll see some of those on the back. Be ready for them. All of your final answers need to look just like mine in a box, saying who is either x equals or DE or whatever line segment it's asking you for. All right, y'all, stay calm, stay collected, finish up your work, be kind to the sub. This is for a grade. Front and back will both be for a grade. Good luck, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.